All right, quick little video for your Saturday morning viewing pleasure. Remember that guy I show you sometimes, every now and then? He's got these little cycles. His website is oss.cc. Again, I've showed this numerous times. And it tracks pretty darn close. And this is actual price of Bitcoin, blue, dark blue, and then red is their forecast. Okay? It's pretty darn close, although Bitcoin has blasted past their forecast of 17,000 here, went to nearly 20, as we know. Same thing here. Their forecast was right around, 15.5. Looks like it got up to 17,000 for Bitcoin. Same thing here again. This was March. Ran up even higher than it did before. Now, in this case, where we are right now, this was a bit higher than what we've seen here. But look what's going to happen next. Look at the size of this nice little red line. It's going to go. And funny enough, next week is the consensus thing, the crypto deal. And they say, of course, prices are going to jump and yada, yada, yada. I will tell you, Michelle Whitedove, it was actually in the initial report, the draft, when she was doing, and I don't know if, actually I take that back. I don't know if it was actually in the draft. We left it out completely because there was a bunch of stuff in the Whitedove report that we just sold for $99. Pete did all that, right? Got a bunch of y'all's questions, put it in there. And there were other things in there, and we just kind of weeded things that just didn't need to be in there. One of those things that was taken out was how's the month of May? And I think she may have been, this might even be on her blog, by the way. It might actually be posted there, possibly. But she had said to us, May, she felt like would be more of what we just got. So April and May would be kind of the same. Ups, downs, nothing to really, But she said, her words were June, July, August, and then like, whoa, September, like those kind of things. Like, whoa, September's going to be really good, is how she felt. But this is right around the corner. As you can see, June's right here. This will probably start happening this month. Funny enough, probably after next week, the conference, Remains to be seen. We might see the party getting started right now. Like, someone just took their massive profit, or some big, whales, whatever groups, took their profit, knocked the price down, got in the cryptos they want to get into, again, in a little fire sale, and now they're going to ride them up from here on out through, June, let's say. Maybe another little correction, then it goes again. Nice higher point, correction, goes again, etc. I'm also going to tell you, I kind of woke up today, and it's almost as if I felt like I just kind of knew what I wanted to do. Crypto related, that is. And I've got what I feel like are my top 3 coins. I still want Litecoin to be up there, and it is. I still love Litecoin, so that's one of my top coins. Theta, Digibyte, Stellar, and I was feeling some Coin Stamp. I'm feeling some Coin Stamp. There's going to be others. Redcoin. You know how I feel about Redcoin. I've got that too. But I'm talking the top, like in order. Matter of fact, Redcoin would be right in there. Theta, Digibyte, Stellar, Redcoin, Coin Stamp, and of course Litecoin. I've got to have my Litecoin. I just can't get away from my Litecoin. So that's kind of how I'm sitting right now. And I still got my these alts and things. These may be faster movers. If you saw that video from Michelle, not Michelle White, of Sharon Michelle, she's another psychic. She corrected what she had said, and it wasn't really her. It was her husband who said, $900 for, Digibyte or whatever. It's like, she's like, no. Because Digibyte was priced in pennies, Spirit gave it to me in pennies. She went and did like a double or triple confirmation to get that. It was like, yeah, it was pennies. 900 pennies, since it was already pennies, and they were asking when it was pennies. Which, if that's true, if it's true, you're talking $9 for Digibyte. That's the one I'm talking about, Digibyte. And that thing's what? 4 cents? It was just 5. It was also 2 cents when some of these other psychics were giving it very recently. So 2 cents. Again, that was one of the ones I told you went 2.5 times in like a month. I just felt really good about those. Theta, Digibyte, Stellar, Coinstamp, Redcoin, of course EOS. I still got my EOS. I know, Bix Weir's little iffy about EOS and the team and that, but man, the psychics are feeling pretty good about it. And if they are, J Snip as well. Now, Crypto Dragon, we're gonna have to see what he does. You know what he's made of. Crypto Dragon, he's been doing pretty good up until now. He nailed May 3rd epically. Boy, it was that a fantastic rise. 3rd, 4th, 5th, all the way for Litecoin and other cryptos too. But Litecoin was really feeling the love. Don't know what happened with Crypto Dragon this time around, May 9th, date. So let's just see. Maybe we're about to see these things go on a tear tonight, tomorrow, the next day, whatever it is. Oh, I say tonight. Today's Friday. Let me be fair with you. This video is being released Saturday morning. So we'll see. Again, I'm not concerned. It was weird because I was talking with Brian and Frank early this morning. And then Frank left work. And then Brian, because when they go on their 15 minute, they give me a call. And we just chat about cryptos since I'm at home Thursdays and Fridays at my desk here. So it was just me and Brian. And what I'm telling you right now, I was basically telling him. And I'm like, if someone's got a little bit of money and they're trying to make it do a whole lot, I'm like, again, I can't get away from Litecoin. So Litecoin has to be included. But Theta, Digibyte, I just felt good. And again, even after watching Sharon Michelle's video, and the guy that posted the video, his name is the Gulf Captain, or Gulf Captain, that's what he calls himself on YouTube. And he's had a few conversations with me not that long ago. And then he started uploading some videos after that. And they did a little clarification video, like I guess yesterday, I think it was yesterday, which for you guys, that means Thursday. Thursday, I saw it that night. And it really, really resonated with me. It was basically Michelle White Dove's picks of this one will be good, that one, but where he was trying to get a little more information out of it. It's going to be, how soon or this and that kind of a thing. So you got two psychics, and then she took the same list, and he said that at one of the points when he was, testing her, if you will, or trying to get the, spirit, whatever, to give him the answer, it was simply, here's a list of questions, yes or no. That's it. And they wouldn't tell him the questions. Ask spirit of question 1, yes or no. Okay. Question 2, yes or no. Okay. After it was done, it aligned. And I think part of that was a reassurance that it wasn't $900 for Digibyte, it was 900 cents. So that question was in there, unbeknownst to her, because she didn't get to see them. So then she said she took the list afterwards, after, he showed it to her after they were done. She knows, I don't know if she said it was her son, somebody has a gift, spiritual, and they gave it to them the same way. Answer yes or no for these questions. Except she said, I think because she says, when you have psychic friends and things, or family, whatever, you kind of run things back and forth sometimes. Like, hey, what do you feel about this? And then if they give you the same thing, it's like a double confirmation. So that other person asked her some questions, and what did you get on that? And she answered, and that's what they got. So she was like, oh, and some of this was already what we talked about, so it was good. And then she gave them the questions on the paper, basically. Yes or no, yes or no, yes or no, without asking the question. Just question 1, yes or no. Question 2, yes or no. They literally got the identical yeses and nos, this other person. So that was extra confirmation for her. And when she started talking about some of the coins, again, it's mostly what was on, Michelle's initial report, when I first brought her out to you guys, and she put it on the blog. And you can go look at that on her michellewhitedove.com website. So and here's this, get this. I asked Michelle through Shantae, her manager, because of what I saw with this about, maybe it was in cents, and Spirit gave dollars. Didn't give dollars, gave cents, but they were expecting dollars. That's why this lady said $900 for Digibyte, when really she meant $9 because it was 900 cents. So I asked Shantae, hey, when Michelle's in the groove, ready to do her readings, could you ask her, to ask Spirit or whatever, Theta, is it possible, because Theta was in the pennies at the time, remember it was 12, 13 cents, if by chance Spirit answered back in pennies, cents, the same way. So thousands means thousands of cents, meaning 1,000 cents would be $10 or whatever, right? So she's like, oh, that's a good thing. Yeah, all right, I'll ask her. So she replied later on, which is today. She replied today. And she goes, no, I'm just going to read you what it is. She said, Michelle said that Theta is like the tortoise in the hare, that it's going to be a huge win in the long run. No, it wasn't pennies. It was definitely dollars she got. So my question is, because when I do the math, it's like $600-something billion market cap if Theta went into that kind of price range. You know, when I was looking earlier today. And just to make sure my math is right, I'll do it right now. I think there was 600-something, call it 670 million tokens, I think, times, you know, $1,000 is 670 billion. Now that sounds crazy, but keep in mind, at one point, I think Bitcoin alone was nearing $400 billion by itself, 300, 400 billion. And if by chance we do see Bitcoin $100,000 plus, what's the rest of the market going to look like? We're going to be in the trillions. Is it too far-fetched to say that this can't happen? And I'm not talking this year or next year even. 3-4 years from now. I want to remind you, Litecoin was 6, 7, 8 cents January 2013. Litecoin. It's now 150 bucks roughly. 140, 50, wherever it's at right now. Bitcoin was $2. It went to 20,000, right? I'm just going to remind you because it sounds absurd right now. But in the future, it won't sound absurd if this is where the future is going, and it is. So maybe Michelle's going to knock one out of the park of absolutely epic proportions. So I just want to share that with you, but I wanted to share that chart with you too. It follows it, tracks it pretty well. So that means we are fixing to see a run-up, like soon. Take care.